of my best days are the days I've left behind.
Hi, I'm Alessia Cara, and this is what I'm listening to. So I'm gonna show you guys 10 songs that I've been really into lately. Some are a little bit older, some are more current. The first song that I wanna talk about is a song by Yebba called Louis Bag. It's actually Yebba featuring Smino. Two amazing artists. I have loved Yebba and her music for a long time now, and I'm so glad she's finally getting the recognition that she deserves. I hope she just continues her success. I think her voice is one of my favorites of definitely this generation, if not ever. I think the way that she emotes is just so beautiful, and this song is just one of my favorites. It makes me feel really cool, and I love the sentiment behind it. I think it's about her grappling with the music industry and, you know, the not so nice, not so pure parts of the industry and how it's detrimental, which I can definitely relate to. So here's Louis Bag.
Yeah, but I supposed to made it by now. Yeah, but life threw me in the wrong realm. Yeah, we always got time to do better. Yeah, but I was trying to do it right now.
Maybe for this one, we'll do one of mine. This song is the first single that I released off of my new album, In the Meantime. It's called Sweet Dream, and it's a song about my struggles with insomnia and my frustrations with not being able to fall asleep as quickly as I would like to at night. It's something I've always dealt with my entire life, but definitely this last year, it just got so bad where I was just finding myself up all night long, and I just couldn't do anything about it. So I wrote a song about it, and yeah, I'm sure any creative minds watching or listening can certainly understand this sentiment. So here is Sweet Dream.
Is it too much to ask? Too much to ask for a sweet dream? For a sweet dream.
The next song that I want to play is one of my favorite songwriters' bands. You might know him from his main band, the Beatles. It's like a small little, you know, European British type band. You might not know them, but Paul McCartney also had another band called Wings, which is kind of underrated. And there's this one song called Arrow Through Me that I really love. It just feels really cool. It's like very rock and roll, kind of like, I don't know, it has this like swag to it that's very different from Beatles stuff. It's very different from a lot of the Wings stuff, but I really love this song. Hope you like it. Here is Arrow Through Me.
Featuring my love and affection. Come on, get up, get underway.
The next song I want to play is a song by one of my favorite songwriters and singers in the world, John Mayer. It was his birthday the other day, so in honor of that, this next song is one of his. It's one of my favorites of his. I mean, his whole catalog is phenomenal, but this song, No Such Thing, is one of my favorites. It feels very nostalgic, but it also is like really empowering and makes me feel really good when I listen to it. I just love everything about it. So here is No Such Thing.
I wanna run through the halls of my high school. I wanna scream at the top of my lungs.
The fifth song is by an artist that is newer, I would say, but she's one of my favorites out right now. One of my favorite songwriters also. I think she's just like super unique, and she just put out an album, which I really love. And this song is called Sexy Villain. And it's just really fun. It's like kind of funny. All her songs are super funny. It's by Remy Wolf, but this song particularly is like extra weird and funny, and it's, I think, just about being a villain and like a serial killer, but also being sexy, I think. Or maybe it's absolutely not what it's about, but I think that's what it's about. But it's really good. I love the melodies. I love how interesting it is, and I really enjoy singing it. And the video is really cool. It's like very, I think it looks like it's filmed on like a VHS type thing. I love when videos look nostalgic as well. So here it is, Sexy Villain by Remy Wolf.
Not the hero, I know West Coast like De Niro. Super emo, awkward girl with the rising Leo.
This next song is by another artist that I really love. She's one of my favorite young female artists out right now. Her name's Eloise, and she just put out an album as well. And this song is called BAMO. It stands for Bad at Moving On. I really, really love her vocal production and her harmonies in general, but this one particularly sounds so good. All her like jazz chords and her jazzy type vocal production is really interesting. So here it is, Bad at Moving On.
You brought those girls around, and so my feelings turned into closer to a friend. Then I stumbled to my bed.
The next one I want to play is a song by one of my favorite bands. This is an older band, but they're classic. They're called The Zombies, and they have this song called Time of the Season. It's one of their bigger songs, but I really love it. And yeah, it has this like, I don't know, this edge to it. I've always been into this song since I was a kid, but I just rediscovered it recently and I've just been playing it all summer, going into the fall. I want to cover it one day because I really enjoy singing it as well. I think it's just really interesting. Yeah, there's like a 10-minute organ solo of some sort in the middle, but I think it's really fun. So here is Time of the Season.
It's the time of the season when love runs high.
This next song is by another band I really love. They're more current. They typically sing, I think, like, you know, kind of soul music, but they're called Lake Street Dive. I've been saying Lake Street Drive this whole time until recently I read it properly and I realized that it's Lake Street Dive. So I'm sorry for any other time I've said Lake Street Drive. Lake Street Dive. They have a song called Hypotheticals. That's one of my favorites of theirs. I really love it. There's like a cool key change in it. I love the melodies. I love the instrumentation. The lead singer's vocals are just so good. And yeah, they're one of my favorite bands out right now. So here's Hypotheticals.
I've been playing out a lot of hypotheticals in my mind. I've been writing your name down next to mine.
Number 9 is one of my songs. This one is the second part, I guess, to the double single thing that I put out earlier this year. It's called Shapeshifter. It's one of my favorite songs I've ever made, mainly because, I mean, aside from just the song itself, I also got to write it in the space where one of my favorite artists, Amy Winehouse, wrote a ton of her music. So it felt really full circle to be there and, you know, just be in the environment where such amazing music was made. I made it with Salam Remy, who's, you know, a legend in his own right. And yeah, I had a day off in Miami, made this song in his house, and it's just one of my favorites just because of the history, you know, in the rooms that I was writing it in, but also I think it's just really fun, and I got to play a character when I was writing it and filming the music video. So it's very fun, very experimental, and yeah, I really enjoy it. So here is Shapeshifter.
I wanna get you back someday. Don't know if I'm even mad or just sad you couldn't stay. Yeah.
And lastly, speaking of Amy Winehouse, I guess I would, you know, want to end this off on one of her songs because she is the reason that I wanted to start music in the first place. She's the reason I still, you know, believe in the authenticity of music today. So I'll play one of my favorite songs of hers. I always shout this one out because I love it so much, but it's called Tears Dry on Their Own. It's just one of my favorites of hers. I love the emotion of it. I love the sentiment, the lyrics, just about kind of overcoming hardship and doing it on your own despite being sad, you know, you just kind of keep moving forward. And it's actually recorded over the same instrumental to the song Ain't No Mountain High Enough, which I thought was kind of fun and interesting. So fun little fact for you. Here it is, Tears Dry on Their Own by Amy Winehouse.
He walks away, the sun goes down, he takes the day, but I'm grown, and in your way, in this blue shade.
Alright guys, so I'm Alessia Cara. I hope you enjoyed my What I'm Listening To. This is what I have been listening to.